Before he was the most feared conqueror in history, Genghis Khan was just a boy, Temujin, born in 1162 on the wild and unforgiving Mongolian steppe. His early life? A test of survival. Temujin was born into a world of war. His father, Yesugei, was a respected tribal chief, and from the moment Temujin took his first breath, his fate was already sealed, to fight, to survive, and to lead. But life took a cruel turn when he was just 9 years old. His father had been poisoned by a rival clan. With their leader gone, the family's allies abandoned them. Temujin, his mother, and his siblings were left to survive alone in the brutal Mongolian wilderness. Starvation, isolation, betrayal. But his mother, Herlin, refused to give up. She taught her children to be strong, to never bow to fate. And Temujin? He learned resilience the hard way. At 16, he was captured by the Taichi Ud, a rival clan, and enslaved. His hands were bound, his freedom stolen. Most would have lost hope. But Temujin? He saw an opportunity. He studied his captors and waited for the right moment. One night, under the cover of darkness, he knocked out a guard, dashed into the wilderness, and escaped. He proved to himself and the world that he would never be caged again. Over the next few years, he built alliances, forging a brotherhood with warriors who believed in his vision. H reunited with an old friend, Yamuka, and together they began gathering followers. But friendship wouldn't last forever. Temujin and Jamuka, once brothers in arms, became bitter rivals. In 1186, Temujin declared himself Khan of the Mongols, challenging Jamuka's authority. War erupted, and at first, Temujin's forces were outmatched. There was a brutal battle. Temujin's warriors fell one by one, forced to retreat. Jamuka's victory was merciless. He executed 5,000 of Temujin's men in one of the most gruesome punishments in history, boiling them alive. But this was not the end. Temujin learned from defeat. He rebuilt. He changed the way Mongols fought. He rewarded loyalty, promoted based on merit, and abandoned the old ways of noble rule. Years later, Temujin returned and defeated Jamuka, ultimately executing him. Temujin won. The Mongols had a new, undisputed leader. In 1206, he was given a new name, Genghis Khan, universal ruler. The Mongols were no longer divided. They were an unstoppable force as the Mongol clans united. The world had no idea what was coming. First, he set his sights on China. The Xia and Jin dynasties, once mighty empires, crumbled before his army. Then, he turned west. A Mongol envoy sent to a Persian city offered trade, but he was scoffed at by the Persian ruler and executed. A grave mistake. Genghis Khan responded with fury, wiping the Khwarezm Empire from existence. His armies moved with terrifying speed, striking fear across Asia and the Middle East. By 1227, he had built the largest land empire in history, but even the greatest warriors must face time. During a campaign against the Western Xi, Genghis Khan fell from his horse. He was injured, but he pressed on until his body could fight no longer. His death was shrouded in secrecy, his burial site still a mystery to this day. But his legacy lived on. His descendants expanded the empire further. His grandson, Kublai Khan, became emperor of China. His influence reshaped trade, culture, and the world itself. If you enjoyed this journey through history, hit that like button and subscribe for more epic stories. Until next time, keep exploring the wrath of history.